having a baby close to 30. Do what? Bend over how? My boy. We ain't doing that. She came in the room and she was like, how is he doing? He who? I mean, the snapback, non-existent. I think it's time to have a chat. Should I move my hair to the front? Should I put it in a ponytail? It's kind of cute. Should I put it in a bun? Is the bun giving? I haven't done a sit down video in a long time. I'm a little nervous. Just a little bit. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Hi you guys, my name is Destinee. If you're new here, if you are a returning subscriber, hey girl, hey, it's been a long time since we did a sit down video, but we are back because we are here. You know, I've missed you guys so much. If you're new here, my name is Destinee. I create content around a plethora of things, not just being a mom, but more recently sewing, soon to be traveling, and a plethora of other things. So if you're into that kind of thing, I like to dibble and dabble. And if you like to dibble and dabble, then don't forget to subscribe. I don't want to bore you guys with a long intro. I want to get right into the nitty gritty because we have a lot to discuss, okay? Let's talk about 6 months postpartum. Okay, I have my notes here. Heaven is currently asleep, so hopefully she stays asleep through the duration of this video. If not, we'll have to go get the boo, but let's just jump right into it. I am currently 6 months postpartum, so that means it has been 6 months since I had my daughter Heaven. Wow, she's 6 months. I just really cannot believe it. So we're gonna talk about me first, okay, and then we'll get into baby because I have housed that child, okay? So we're gonna talk about all of this first. Let's first discuss my weight. Whew! Lord, I weigh 170 pounds, and I think I weighed that much right before I had Heaven. 170 pounds, and I'm 5'3", so I'm overweight. The snap back. You know how when you have your first child, well, I know everybody's body is different, but when I had my first child, body went back like pow, 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 okay? My second son, they are 13 months apart, so I had my kids really close together. So after my second son, bow, body went right back, boom, boom, boom. I was also 21 when I had my first son, and I was 22 when I had my second son. But honey, having a baby close to 30, woo! I mean, the snapback, non-existent. I want to say the snapback is attributed to my lifestyle as well. When I was 21 and 22, I was on the go. I was a working mom, you know, I had a lot of help. And so my body snapped back relatively quickly. This time around, I'm much older. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I eat all day long. I'm laughing because I literally eat all day long. All jokes aside, I be eating, okay? That's why I have gained so much weight. Okay, off of the weight because we're working on it. Okay, we're trying to get that body back, you know what I'm saying? So, on to the next topic, which is intimacy. Intimacy. I don't know if this is the same if you have a cesarean, but if you have a vaginal delivery like I did, you have to wait up to 6 weeks to have intercourse again. I went to the doctor at 6 weeks and I was not ready. My body was ready, but me mentally, I wasn't there. Like, do what? Bend over how? My boy. We ain't doing that. Okay. With that being said, the reservation I had was, is it gonna be like a football field? Is it gonna be like you got a ball and like nothing? It's just going in the air. If you're picking up what I'm putting down. Am I going to have some vaginal dryness? You know, I've bled for 6 weeks. So is it going to be dry down there? Like, what is it going to be like after having this baby? Needless to say, it was a little rough the first few times, but my body kind of got back to normal. There was no dryness. At that time, we're going to talk about dryness in a minute, but it also wasn't like a football field because I was like, boy, is it going to be a straight shot? No walls, you know? Oh, that's a little scary. But it wasn't anything like I expected it to be, which is a positive thing. Next on the list, breastfeeding. Am I still breastfeeding? Yes. Heaven is 6 months. I am still exclusively breastfeeding. However, since she has turned like 5.5 months, I started incorporating food. So the first thing we tried was bananas, and she really seemed to enjoy that. After that, I tried oatmeal. She liked that. After that, I tried eggs, and homegirl was not feeling that. She was like, what is this? She actually threw up a few hours later because she was like, girl, this is not my jam, okay? After that, I tried carrots, and she loved the carrots. I shredded the carrot, I chopped it up, and then I put it in some water. I let it get soft, and then I put it in our Ninja blender with a little bit of water, blended it up, made it like a puree, and spoon-fed it to her. She loved it. She was like, this right here is my jam. But I do plan on breastfeeding until she starts cutting teeth. If she starts to bite me, I keep looking over because I'm just trying to make sure she's sleeping. But if she starts to bite me, the breastfeeding is over, okay? We ain't doing that. I don't want you just tearing up my nipples. We can't do that. So I'm going to hold on and breastfeed for as long as I can. So far, she doesn't seem to like want to stop. So as long as she doesn't want to stop, as long as she doesn't start biting me, we're good to go. By the way, formula is expensive. If you are a formula feeding mom and you ain't using no coupons, baby, formula is it's too much, okay? For me, I already gotta buy regular groceries, and these men up in here eat me out of house and home, okay? Especially my 2 growing boys. They eat like nobody's business. So for me to have to buy formula on top of that, it's a no-go for me. I just can't do it. Formula, we ain't doing that. Let's talk about some more body changes. I know everyone's body is different, but I personally got my cycle when I was about 4 months postpartum, which came out of nowhere. I was still continuing to breastfeed through the night, but one day homegirl showed up and she was like, trickle, 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 I'm here. When my cycle arrived, I think it was like the next day, Heaven didn't want to breastfeed. Like, she was like, this milk is nasty. I'm not feeling this. What is this? So I had to start incorporating formula until she got adjusted to my milk again. And the reason why I said she got adjusted to my milk again is because my milk was salty. Like, I've pumped a few times, but when I was on my menstrual, I was like, I have to get this milk out. I have to figure out why she's not drinking it. So I pumped it, I tasted it, and girl, it was salty. Like, it wasn't sweet like it normally is. In my opinion, because I have drank my own breast milk before, and if you haven't, you're weird. But I know that it's sweet. It tastes like watered down vanilla almond milk. That's what it tastes like. But during my menstrual cycle, it was just salty. And so I wouldn't want to drink that either. So after about the 3rd day of having my menstrual, I got her back to latch and I got her to drink it. I don't know how. Maybe she was just like, girl, I'm going to drink it because I got to get used to this. But she just seemed to adjust on her own, which was good because my breasts were very engorged those first 2 days when she didn't really want to eat. On the topic of menstruals, I'm sure you already know, after you have your cycle and you are still having intercourse unprotectedly or whatever the case may be, you could get pregnant again. And girl, I was like, I don't want to have any more babies. I already had a pregnancy scare when I went to the doctor the last time, and I didn't want to have to do that again. So I started birth control. I do take the pill. I started that at 5 months. And honestly, I had a few complications with the birth control, okay? It caused me to have another cycle about a week after I started taking it. I know side effects are different for everybody, and so it caused me to have a premature menstrual cycle, which I hated oh so much. But I'm sure if you get like the implant in your arm or the implant in your vagina or any other birth control besides the pill, you might not have a cycle. The reason why I decided to take the pill is because I don't want to have any more children, and because I didn't want to have any changes to my milk. I know that the pill worked for me previously to not get pregnant after Daniel, and so I figured if I take something with lower, I think it's estrogen, I'll put it on the screen if I'm wrong, but I decided to take something with a lower dosage so that I wouldn't change my milk supply. I'm trying to continue to breastfeed, and I don't want that to change just because I don't want to get pregnant. So I hope that makes sense. Now that we have discussed all of the body changes, let's talk about mental health. Okay, I feel like this is also a taboo topic, something that we don't talk about enough. I don't care if you just had a baby. I don't care if you were just in a traumatic relationship. I don't care if you are white, green, blue, black, purple, orange. Mental health is so important, and it's like a taboo topic in every culture. Literally every culture. I don't think anybody just says like, oh, you know, let's talk about our mental health. No, absolutely not. It's like, don't talk about that. You don't want somebody to think you crazy. Like, it's such a taboo topic, and I hate that. I literally hate it. So let's talk about it. I had a baby 6 months ago, and my mental health has been on an upward, and it has been on a downward, and then it got really down. I've also talked about this in a previous video, but it is literally like after you have your third child, your world is spinning around you and you can't get anything fast enough. That's how I feel some days, and some days I feel like I can conquer the world. I have talked about this previously, but we're going to talk about it again because it's imperative that we talk about our mental health. Okay? When it comes to my mental health, I had to figure out what is beneficial for me. Not for Josiah, not for Daniel, not for CJ, not for Heaven, not for this person, not for my neighbor, for me. Literally me. What makes me happy? What makes me feel like I got it together? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that for me? If you need to talk to somebody, I would suggest talking to somebody. I didn't feel like I needed to talk to somebody because I know what I like to do and I know what it takes in order to do what I like to do. I need help with the baby. So we have a YMCA membership. I take the babies to the YMCA daycare, and for 2 hours I get to do whatever I want to do in the facility. Whether that's go swimming, whether that's go sit in the sauna, whether that is sit in the lobby and play on my phone. Treadmill, Zumba class, yoga class, whatever I want to do in the facility, I can do that, okay? Every day if I want to. I need time for myself, and as a mother of 3, 2 at school and 1 at home, it is imperative that I have time for myself because I don't have anyone to lean on. My parents don't live here in Virginia. My grandparents don't live here in Virginia. My in-laws don't live here. It's just me, my husband, and the kids. I do have friends, but they also have families as well, and I don't want to impede on their families because I need a break. So YMCA daycare is where my boo goes, okay? Every day for 2 hours. If I need it, we're going. Simple as that. If you don't figure out what you need to do for yourself, I promise you, you are going to go down a downward spiral and you are going to flip a switch, go off on somebody, the wrong person, probably a Karen, and it's not going to look good for you. I have had those days where I felt like, oh my gosh, I cannot pick myself up. Oh my gosh, something is wrong with me. No, nothing's wrong with you. You need alone time. Nothing's wrong with you. You need to do something for yourself. Nothing is wrong with you. Go take 20 minutes and go swimming. Nothing is wrong with you. Go for a walk. Put the baby in a stroller and trot down the street, okay? Get you some fresh air. Fresh air and sunlight will do so much for you. You'll be surprised. But please, 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 if you need somebody to talk to, I highly suggest finding a therapist. It is imperative that you do so for your mental health. And do not pour from an empty cup. Don't pour from an empty cup. There has been so many times for the last 6 months that I have poured from an empty cup, and I am tearing up because it's true. As mothers, sometimes we are so exhausted that we don't want to do that one thing, but we ended up doing it anyway. And I am here to let you know, don't do it. Don't do it. If you don't feel like cooking, order takeout. If you don't feel like cleaning, do it tomorrow. If you don't feel like doing it tomorrow, do it the next day. There has been days that have gone by that I didn't feel like cooking. Like for a whole week we ate out and I was like, because I don't feel like it. I'm just not feeling it. If I don't want to clean up, my husband has to clean up. It's not his favorite chore, but I need help. Like, it is a team effort around this joint. And if you don't get some help, baby, you are headed for destruction. But please do not pour from an empty cup. I am sharing my testimony with you. It is not good for you. It's not good for your kids. It's not good for your relationship. It's not good for nobody. Do not pour from an empty cup, please. All right, off of my soapbox. Let's talk about my little boo-boo. If you guys watch my weekly vlogs, you guys will already know that Heaven is sleeping in her own room. She sleeps through the night for the most part. I already shared that she has tried some new foods. But let's go down this little rabbit hole, okay? She did get her 2-month shots. She did not get her 4-month shots because I want to find her a new doctor. The doctor that she goes to now at the military hospital is very much trash. I don't think that she is, how do I say this without trashing her too bad? No, I'm just going to say it. I don't think that she knows her patients. And the last time we saw her, she came in the room and she was like, how is he doing? He who? It's a girl. I didn't like that. It's like, you should know who you're seeing. And I'm pretty sure she sees a lot of babies throughout the day, but I'm sure you get some kind of information before the baby shows up so you can read through her chart for you to come in and talk about how is he doing, I ain't like that. And so I have to find her a new doctor. Also, when she got her 2-month shots, she was a champ. But I didn't like that we had to wait in that facility with all those other people. There were elderly there. There were young people there. There were people who just entered into the military. They were there to get their shots. I didn't like that. I want to go to a pediatrician. And I don't want to be seen with a bunch of other people. So, yeah, it is what it is. We're going to find a new doctor, and then she's going to get her... Sorry, you guys, my camera ran out of memory card. But anyway, she's going to get her 4-month shots when we find a new doctor. Baby girl is always smiling. She is such a happy baby. She is a happy, happy, happy baby. A stranger could come up to her and she'll be like she's just so sweet. She is the sweetest baby. Heaven is also on a schedule. It's a pretty strict schedule as well. So at 9 o'clock, baby, my boo is asleep. Okay, no later than 9, 10. Homegirl is out for the night. Okay. She put herself on the schedule when she was around like a month. She used to get really tired at about 9 o'clock. So I decided to cater her nighttime routine around her going to bed at 9 o'clock. So at 8 o'clock, she will get a bath. You know, I'll lotion her up, do her hair, and then I'll put her pajamas on, and then I'll breastfeed her. So this is like her last feed until she goes down for the night. She does sleep in her own room. Like I said, she also takes her naps in there. I try not to let her sleep like on the sofa or in my arms or on my bed because she sleeps better in her own room, honestly. She'll sleep longer in her own room too. If I let her sleep on the couch, she'll sleep for like 20 minutes and then she'll be up. But really, she needs like a 3-hour nap. So if I put her in her bed, she'll sleep for 3 hours straight. No problem. I also want to mention that Heaven got her ears pierced. She looks so cute with her little earrings. We went to Claire's in the mall, and I got it done when she was around 5 months because her whole family was here. My parents were here. My mother-in-law was here. My nephew was here. My brother was here. Like literally her whole family was there. We all went to Claire's, and it was so cute. She got her ears pierced. I included it in a weekly vlog, so if you want to see that, I will leave the weekly vlog up so you can check that out. But she was a champ. She did cry a little bit like all babies do, but she looks so cute with her ears pierced. I just love it so much. I mentioned in a video a while ago about a pacifier. I can't remember what video it is, but I will leave it on the screen if you want to check it out. Anyway, she doesn't take a pacifier now. Like, she literally plays with it. Like, she doesn't take it to sleep. She doesn't take it to soothe herself. Like, she's not with the pacifier thing. And I'm grateful because Josiah and Daniel didn't take a pacifier like that either. Like, they literally just played with it for a little while. And now that she's at the stage where I think she's teething, she really just like, she literally gums down on it. And I think it feels good on her gums. She also has like teething toys that I can put in the freezer that she really loves too, so they're like cold in her mouth and she really enjoys that. I think that's it, you guys. I've covered everything. I covered my body, I covered my mental health, I covered baby. It's been 6 months. I can't believe my little girl is 6 months old already. Soon she'll be a year and I'm gonna cry real tears because she is the last of the tribe, okay? She's becoming such a big girl. She's very sassy. She has like a little toot sometimes, but I love it. She's perfect. So that is all for me today, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Hopefully Heaven will be a part of the video next time. Yeah, baby boo, she love to sleep, okay, like her mama. I will talk to you guys later. Bye. I just finished the video and look who's up. Look at my boo, she's up. Let's go get her. Look who it is. We did a video talking about you. How do you feel? Say cheese. Hey, say cheese. I just wanted to share my little bundle of joy with you guys before we close out this video officially. So you say bye-bye? You say bye-bye? You like my bracelet? You like that? Alright, bye you guys. Yeah, we did it. We did it. We did it. Hooray!